All right, let's do a quick cook set video review. I got 3 cook sets I've put together here. You can use them for hiking, camping, hunting, whatever you want to do. I've spent quite a bit of money on this stuff over the years, just trying different things, seeing what I like, seeing what works best for me. I've got 3 here, and what I have on the left, from left to right, is going to be a Toaks 750 milliliter cook kit in the orange stuff sack. In the center there, I have a Snow Peak 700 milliliter cook kit, and on the right, I have a GSI Glacier cup cook kit I've put together. Now, inside each one of these cook kits, I have a 4-ounce canister of fuel, a different type of stove, and also a mini Bic lighter to get these things up and going. Now, what I put also in each one of these cook sets is a small piece of microfiber towel or a piece of washcloth. What I've done is just put that in there, shove the fuel canister down in there, and that keeps the metal from rubbing on metal. And if it's not totally dry, you know, it keeps rust from forming on the bottom of the fuel canister and or on the bottom of the pot itself. It's not necessary, but you know, that's what I like to do. And also too, keeping that rag in there keeps the rattling down and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and break these things down. And what I'm gonna do is start over here on the left and get inside the Toaks titanium. And like I said earlier, there is a it comes inside this stuff sack, and inside here what we have, of course, there's the lid. I have a pair or a set of Snow Peak hot lips in here. If you do want to drink some coffee or something hot, it's good to put on the side of the cup to keep them setting your lips on fire. Here is the Snow Peak Litemax Stove. It comes in this nice little stuff sack, and what I have in here is the stove itself, if I can get it out, and a mini Bic lighter. So to get the stove up and going, of course, the on-off valve just throws out to the side, and you want to spread these little arms out and flip the remaining pieces of the arms over. So that's the stove itself. And what it actually does, you can get all this out, is screws on top of the fuel canister here. There's a piece of microfiber towel I have in there. Like I said, it keeps things from rattling and also keeps things nice and neat inside there. I really like this cook setup. This is what I've been using on the Appalachian Trail and other side trails there in the Smoky Mountains and just around in general. Give you some specs on it real quick, or some cost rather. I got all these costs here tonight off Amazon. The pot itself is $34.95. The stove is $56.95, and the fuel is $4.99. The hot lips, I don't remember what these actually cost. I just unpacked these today, and I think these were probably $6 for 2. Something very inexpensive. Works good. Keeps you from burning your lips up. It's all titanium. Cook kit's titanium. Lid's titanium. Good little setup there. And get this out of the way. We'll get something else up and going. All right. What I have now, here is the Snow Peak 700 milliliter cook pot. Comes in this nice black stuff sack. I actually like the the Toaks stuff sack a whole lot better. As you see, this is it's a little too big and it's too loose. Don't like it at all. I have a Ranger band on here, keeps things from rattling in here. Also too, the lid that's on here is made by 4 Dog Stove. It is a titanium lid, and what comes with it is a stainless steel lid. It weighs maybe 1 ounce more than the custom lid from 4 Dog Stove, but I just like the fact that it's all titanium. Now, the problem I don't like about the 4 Dog Stove lid is I'm not crazy about the knob there on top. It sticks up a little bit. I'm scared it's gonna break off, but you know, besides that, I like it. Here again, got the Ranger band on it. Keep things nice and neat. Keeps the lid from rattling, as you can tell. Let's see if I can get all this off. Inside of here, I have an MSR Pocket Rocket 2 stove. Same thing, you saw how the handle folded out. The arms on these, if I can get them to do right without breaking. When these first came out, I was kind of hesitant about getting one. This is the second or third one I've had. This one's like brand new. I think I lit it one time just to make sure it would start. But I really wasn't crazy about these folding arms. I didn't know how durable they were going to be, how well they were going to hold up, but they seem to have held up pretty well. Now also inside of here, mini big lighter and a 4-ounce fuel canister, as well as a very small piece of microfiber towel. The stove actually attaches the same way as the other, just screws on here. Do that for you real quick. Had the valve on, obviously. So when you get ready to light it up, all you're gonna do, crack the valve. Let it burn. Get ready to shut it down, very simple. I do like this a lot, real lightweight, just like the Toaks titanium. Now, the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 came in this little case here. I took it out of the case, just stuff it all down in the pot itself. I don't want to have to tote nothing no more than I have to. And to me, that's a waste of space inside my pack. So I don't even keep it in the pack. Let me get all this to the side, and we'll do the last one. What I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'll actually put a description of all these things and what the weights were on there, so you kind of know what you're looking at as far as weight is concerned. Now here's last but not least. I actually took this out of my hunting pack this afternoon. It is a 20-ounce pot cup made by GSI, and everything else, as you noticed, was in milliliters. So I had to do the conversion on this. 20 ounces converts down to 591.5 milliliters. So it's quite a bit smaller than the titanium Toaks and the titanium Snow Peak, but it does the job very well. And here again, have a Ranger band keeping everything together. The lid I have on here did not come on there. The lid that's on here is made by Stanley. Stanley Products makes a cook kit called an Adventure Cook Kit. Just so happens this lid will actually fit this same cup. Had to order this from Stanley itself. So if you're gonna get one of those from Stanley, you have to go to Stanley, go to their replacement parts, warranty part section, I think, on the website, and tell them the part you're looking for, and they will send you back some information on that, how to purchase that. So let's look inside of here. Get this Ranger band off, set the lid to the side. Here is a BRS 3000 stove. Incredibly lightweight and super, super small. If I can get it out of the bag here, give me just a minute. Look how small that thing is. It's almost like the Pocket Rocket 2, the way these arms open up. Kind of made me wonder, did MSR maybe copy their design? Now, when I saw these, I thought, man, these are super flimsy. But for 15 bucks, I'm gonna lose a whole lot of money. I've wasted $15 on a lot less stuff and gotten trash out of it. So I went on and spent 15 bucks, bought this thing, and I really like it. Turned to find out, I'm starting to see a lot of people on the trails using these on a 2,000 plus mile through hike, and some are having occasional problems with them, but you can have those same problems with the much more expensive stoves. Also in here, the mini Bic. What I have in here, instead of a microfiber cloth, is just a piece of a washcloth itself. And there again, another 4-ounce fuel canister. Same thing applies to this. Attach it on there. It seems to be, when you are using this BRS stove, that when you attach the stove to the threads on the fuel cylinder itself, you'll get a little gas blow by there, and I don't know what the problem is with that. I can't seem to make it stop, but it's not enough to justify not using it. So same thing here. Go ahead and light it up. You can see nice hot flame off of it as well. What I do like about this stove here is the size of it. Man, this thing is incredibly small and super lightweight. Look at this mini Bic compared to it. Super small. The only problem with the smaller stoves such as this is you want to make sure that your cook pot is definitely squared up on the stove itself. If not, it's going to fall off and you're going to have some problems. So, as you can tell, that thing is crazy small. Trying to find something else to compare it to in size, but I don't have it. So what I'm going to do is put all 3 stoves up here, so you can see how they rate in size to one another. So as you can see, on the left, we have our Snow Peak Litemax Stove. In the middle, the MSR Pocket Rocket 2. And on the right side, we have the BRS, I think it's called a 3000T. Now, I didn't like the Snow Peak stove a minute ago, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up. The Pocket Rocket 2 and the BRS stove seem to have more of a jet type flame pattern compared to the Snow Peak. So what I'm going to do is light all 3 of them real quick. Just going to get them started more than anything. And all I did was crack those valves. See the different burn patterns, how each one of them does. That's the first time I've ever put all 3 side by side and fired them up. To me, it does look like the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 has a healthier flame, and which would probably increase or speed up your boil time of your water. Usually when I'm hiking, I don't cook in these pots. All I do is boil water. I eat Mountain House dehydrated meals on the trail, or I will have instant mashed potatoes, or nor pasta sides, or nor rice side dishes. And when I cook all of those, all I do is use quart freezer bags from Ziploc, boil my water, pour my water in there, stir it up, let it do its thing, and then it's time to eat. So let's look once again from left to right. The Toaks titanium cook set with the with the Snow Peak Litemax stove weighs in at 14.45 ounces. the Snow Peak 700 cook set with the MSR Pocket Rocket 2 with the 4-dog stove lid. Weighs in at 15.03 ounces. Now, the same setup with the Snow Peak, except using the lid that comes with it, only adds almost 3/4 of an ounce to the weight of the cook kit itself. But holding the two side by side, the titanium lid seems to weigh a lot less than the stainless lid. Now, finally, our GSI Glacier cup and BRS stove weighs in at 15.65 ounces. So that being the heavier one, it holds less water compared to the Toaks and to the Snow Peak. But you're only talking an ounce, a little over an ounce for this setup here. Now you can, the GSI Glacier cup itself is $12.95. The stove, the BRS stove, $16.95. Fuel cell, $4.99. And the Stanley lid, I believe, was $7. I couldn't find it today, so I just went back and I think I found where I paid $7 for it. The Snow Peak 700, the cup itself, $39.40. The Pocket Rocket 2, $44.95. Fuel, $4.99. And the 4-dog lid for the pot is $14. For a total of $103.34, this being the most expensive. The total for the BRS setup with the GSI Glacier cup was $41.89. Quite a bit of difference right there. You can buy a cup exactly like this at Walmart in the sporting goods section for $5. Exact same thing. I got several of those. Now, the Snow Peak 700 or the Toaks 750 milliliter cook pot. It's $34.95. The Snow Peak Litemax Stove, $56.95. Fuel cell, $4.99 for a total of $96.89. So for the name brand stuff, you're looking at roughly $100 versus if you were to go to Walmart and pay the $5 for this, order that off Amazon for 15, 16 bucks, whatever it is. You could have this whole setup for under 35 bucks. That's a steal. And it works just as good as these as far as I'm concerned. I've used all these setups quite a bit, from the Appalachian Trail to hunting here at home, to being deployed with work, cooking, making water for coffee or some quick dehydrated meals out in the field. Can't go wrong with none of these. It just depends on how much money you want to spend. And that's about it. Like I said, I'm going to put some pictures on here that breaks down the cost for each one of these, as well as the total weights. So I appreciate it. Hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.